Hello. Hey, people. I'm Trey Milano. I'm just coming on to look at some stuff with this hot mess of a political situation we have going on. Um, hmm. So, this is called the All the Smoke podcast. I've never seen it before. I've seen these two guys before. One, I think, on Love and Hip Hop, and one I've just seen like on YouTube, who I thought he was George Floyd's brother, but that may have been a myth or something. I don't freaking know. But yeah, let's get into this interview with Miss Cackle, Miss Kamala Illuminati Harris. Okay, here we go. All right, and like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm gonna be making videos every day, God willing, because I have to like commune with people over this. This is crazy. What's happening in the world, and I think we all need to get on and just talk about it. Yeah. So let's see here. Let me get the video queued up here. There we go. All right.
Welcome back to All the Smoke. We got a very special guest today. Very excited to sit down and talk to
our biggest guest.
Yeah.
I wasn't live like already that. Cackling.
Yeah, you sold the show. I do it over.
No, you did it. So we didn't do nothing over. Excuse me. Our biggest guest. I've been corrected, Miss Madam Vice President.
Thank
Kamala.
you. It is so good to
Thank
be
you for
with
sitting
you
down with
guys.
us. Thank you for having us in your home. We're excited to be here.
Thank you both. I'm so happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you do me great honor to be here.
you.
Thank you.
I'm
In
surprised she even interviewed with
2013,
him.
A blind date with your now husband, Doug. If you think back to that date and now we're here, did you ever imagine this was going to be the journey?
No, I just have a really bossy best friend.
It was a blind date, right?
It was a blind date. And she called me up because she and her husband met him and got to know him. And then she just decided that this might
She looked beat though. They got her makeup fresh. They got her hair fresh. Go ahead, Kamala.
Don't Google him. Just go out with him.
Don't Google them. Just give it a shot. Yeah, right.
And it turned out she was right.
It was a good choice.
I'm in a very happy marriage. I'm very thankful.
So where'd you guys go? Did you really eat or did you just do a salad? Like, did you really let your hair down and have fun?
So he came to pick me up.
Okay. What kind of car?
A BMW.
Oh, okay. Moving in style.
But here's the thing that was actually really funny in retrospect. I get in the car and he says, I just need to tell you something. And I'm like, okay, what's this going to be? And he said, I'm a really bad driver.
Your head's up, huh?
Oh, wow.
So that's how it started.
Okay.
I'm expecting this to be a pretty softball interview, so we'll see.
And,
I don't know yet.
And we went to what turned out to be his one favorite restaurant where everybody knows who he is, which is obviously very smart. Yeah. So he could walk in and they were like, hey, Doug.
Yeah. I see you, Doug.
Uh-huh. Right, exactly.
Bay Area girl.
Yeah.
Born in Oakland. You grew up around the TMC times. Golden State Warriors. We hear you're a big fan.
I am.
And there was a rumor that you were in the stands when we were there in the We Believe era.
I really.
Can we talk about that?
Yes,
do you remember
yes,
that?
I do remember.
It?
Okay, we want to say our Warriors are always good, whichever era, but that was a very special time. I mean, it was electric. You guys remember?
Do
It was electric.
Because
And everybody, we would take bar
there
to
are
get there
timestamps.
and about sports in general. But
All right.
I'm gonna say
gonna
my
skip ahead.
Warriors, our Warriors, is
people
that it
questioning her
really was about bringing
being
like
a stepmother in her race. I'm sorry. We got to skip ahead.
But what do you feel or what do you think when you hear people kind of
can't.
questioning just the fabric of who you are?
Well, one, I don't listen to it.
Okay.
You better not
I'm
listen
really
to
clear
it.
about who I am, and
They
if
gave you
anybody
your
else is
script,
not, they need to go
your
through
ass
their
is
own
their
level of
issues.
therapy. That's not my
That's
issue.
their issues, right?
My mother was very clear. She was raising two Black girls to be two proud Black women, and that was never. It was never a question.
But wasn't your
it's
mom
funny 'cause
Indian?
over the years,
That don't make
journalists,
sense.
some
Indian mom is
not
raising
most,
Black
who
daughters.
want to talk about it. And I say, okay, if you want to
Okay.
have this conversation, I'm prepared to have it, but sit down and get comfortable for a few hours. If you want to start talking about race in America, you want to talk about the 1/8 rule. You want You want to talk about what it means in terms of who you are perceived to be, and the
I don't
impact
believe
that can
she
have
even
on
have
the
a drop
rest of
though.
your life,
She might have a
regardless
drop.
of who
Let's
you
give her the
actually are in
benefit of the
terms of
doubt.
your
Let's say she
God-given
has a drop.
capacity
Okay,
and the
you got a
rights
drop,
that you
girl. You
have
got
and
a drop.
should have.
Good for
So,
you.
I don't mess with that. I think that's other people trying to figure some stuff
Right.
out that and
They got some issues.
they got to deal with it themselves.
You've also been attacked for not having biological children, but you are a stepmom and I'm a stepfather. I just had my 7th little boy 2 weeks ago, but I have 3 stepchildren that are mine. And being a dad was natural. Being a dad to my 4 sons was natural, but learning to navigate not wanting to step on toes. How do you earn the love and the trust? How did you earn Ella and Cole's love and trust? And how did you get the name Mamala?
I'll start with this. I am a daughter of divorced parents. My parents were divorced when I was 5. And just being very frank and candid with you, when Doug and I started dating, his parents have been married over 60 years. I had to.
Okay, I think I'm gonna skip past this part too because I don't want to hear about her and her stepdaughters. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like that is a point of contention for me though, because I feel like Trump, he comes across to me personally as a family man, right? And he owns businesses throughout the U.S. So to me, this is a man that wants to see us flourish so that his businesses can flourish, and therefore he's old. Only got but probably so much longer to go. Hopefully he live as long as he needs to live. But I think he wants to leave something behind for his children. When I look into Kamala, I'm like, okay, what reason do you have to even want to do this? To please your bosses? I don't know. Like, I don't feel like she really has anything here to really, really root her into caring about anyone other than herself. You know what I'm saying? She wants to make her pockets fat, and she probably definitely cares about her family. But for me, it gives following a script. So we're gonna go to the next part. Um, let's see. How does a bill become law? Okay, now I'm not listening to that one. History of protests. I want to get to the question. HBCUs, mental health issues in America, protecting her own mental health, plans to improve the economy, views on cannabis. Okay, y'all. I don't know if this interview is for me because I don't like a lot of interviews if I'm not interested in the questions. So I'm going to go to her plans for the economy, and then I'll probably just finish out the whole video from that point. Okay, so this is her big economic plan. So here we go. All right, let me press play.
Small business, Black business. We actually just started our business in January, so we've grown from a show to a whole entire company. What is your economic plan moving forward for people who are living paycheck to paycheck and struggling for groceries and rent and homeowners?
So look, I grew up. So my sister and I were raised by our mother. We lived for a long time.
What does that have to do? Hey, Kamala, what is your economic plan? What are you going to do about these grocery prices that's high as hell because of y'all? What are you going to do for the people working paycheck to paycheck? Here come Kamala. Well, I grew up with my mom and my sister and my godmom, and she lived next door, and she had a babysitting business, and so I love shit. I love businesses. Businesses are great. Like, what answer are we getting here? I've been watching a lot of her interviews, and so I know she's going to go into 25K and all this other crap, but I don't even feel like I'm like that's not even impressive to me. That's not impressive to me. It's just not. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, by the way, if you want to make some money and help your economy a little bit, sign up for a bank account with SoFi. If you deposit $50, they'll give you $25. When I deposited my $50, that $25 was in there as soon as that $50 settled in. And then also, if you want to share it with your friends, family, you get $75. And so I shared it with a couple of my family members. All of a sudden, I had over $200. I could pay a few bills off. You know what I'm saying? So you can sign up for that in the link down below. hey, have an extra bank account. I like it because I use it for my investments, and I also what else? My investments, and you can set up like um have it set to where your leftovers when you swipe your card goes into the stock market, goes into crypto, goes into your bank account, and I really like that. When you can leave your change or round up the roundup service. That's what it's called, roundup. So yeah, check that link out down in the description below. All right, back to the interview.
I'm in an apartment on top of a child care center.
Okay.
That child care center was actually owned by a woman who lived 2 doors down from us, Mrs. Shelton, who was, by all of our accounts and feelings,
I don't know why she think we care about that shit. Okay. Why she think we care about that shit? About her and her godmom and she really okay, let me stop. Maybe I'm problematic. But this is not the answer to the question. And I feel like when you have to go around in a circle and and give all this detail before just simply answering a question, you BSing, you bullshitting, you bullshitting. But okay, let's go. But at least she's giving us more details now because all these interviews I'm watching, I'm like, who is your godmom? What business does she have? What's going on? You're giving very vague answers, but I guess she was the owner of a daycare center, which I know some people who do that. That is actually a good business to start. So, yeah.
our second mother. She helped raise us. And so she was a small business.
Was she black?
So I'll start with the small business and congratulations.
Thank you.
Knew who our small business owners are, right? I mean, your business also leaders, you seriously voice in how you can mentor, how you can grow, right? Communities and the sense of communities. I love our small businesses. And so a lot of my work in terms of building and growing the economy has focused on small businesses. And my vision overall is we need to build an opportunity economy in which we increase opportunity for all, including small business owners. So a lot of my work, even in the Senate, was about increasing access to capital through our small businesses and in particular through our community banks. Mm-hmm. So I've been responsible for billions of dollars more now going into our community banks because they're in the community and then they know who's in the community and where the talent is and who's doing good in the community, what the community wants. And so part of my plan as president is to give small businesses, startups, a tax deduction of $50,000 to start up. Because right now the tax deduction is $5,000.
Can't do nothing with that.
That's exactly right.
And
lies. But you can start a business with $5K, right? But when that, to me, oh my goodness, that's nothing. How about a $50,000 tax credit? A tax credit would make more sense in my opinion. Why are we focusing on a tax deduction? That's if you do get anything from that, you have to be a business owner. So we're not addressing the issue of anything to do with the prices being high and that price gouging shit. No, I saw another interview. I'm like, that doesn't make no sense because you only coming after small. You actually coming after small businesses, according to you. You said it's only a few businesses price gouging, but if it's only a few businesses price gouging, then how are we all affected by it? How are we all feeling this? What's happening? It's just so much BS, y'all. I don't know if y'all buying it, but I'm not buying it. Yeah, let's just get back into it.
And see, the thing we know is that most of our small business, our entrepreneurs who want to start a small business, got a great idea, have incredible work ethic, but they weren't handed a bunch of money on a silver tray.
Right.
And they just need to get their foot in the door. So there is that. There is what I need to do and what we need to do around making housing and rent more affordable.
Honestly, I think a $5,000 tax credit for business owners would actually do a lot more than a tax deduction. But I don't know the details of all of that. I just know that ain't really nothing.
Part of the problem there is we have a housing supply shortage. My plan includes giving tax.
There's plenty of houses. They just are too expensive for people to buy. I don't agree.
Tax incentives for home builders to build 3 million more homes by the end of my first term, to increase supply to bring down cost, and to increase home ownership, a $25,000 down payment assistance to first-time home buyers. Because again, people just need
Again, a very small population of people, first-time home buyers. And okay, but what are we gonna do when they're y'all? It's just like wow. What are we gonna do when their rate is when rates are through the roof? Which, when you look into that, that's a whole scam in itself. Like all these interest rates. But okay, we give you 25,000. Even if you said you can move into these homes for free, we're not bringing down any rates. Why are we going to bring down the rates? Building more homes. There are enough homes in America to house everybody. They're just freaking too expensive and too much rigmarole.
to get their foot in the door.
They'll grind after that.
Right? That's exactly right.
They'll grind after
That's
that.
exactly right. And we know home ownership, especially for the community, that's the fastest, most effective, and most sure ways to build intergenerational wealth. It's then when your child says, I want to go to an HBCU or some other college, and you say, well, honey, you don't have to take out a student takes some equity out of the house. Or your child says, I want to start up a small business, and you can say, let me take some equity and help you.
First, what is that business?
Home
Let me make
ownership
sure it's
is
not
great.
Well, but you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, I get what you're saying. You have something to pull from.
Productive, right? You have something where it's about intergenerational wealth. Because see, here's how.
These two simps. I'm sorry. They're simps. They're just, yes, Mala. Yes, Kamala. Yes. And that'll make people work and slave harder. Yes, Miss Kamala. Bye. Bye.
How I feel about the economy and the economy I want to grow. We have, for over the last 4 years, reduced Black unemployment to the lowest it has been in decades. Okay, that is an accomplishment. However, I believe, need to measure our success not just only about everybody's working, but can you build wealth?
Can you start saving?
Can you start saving? Can you buy a home? Can you start saving to take your family on vacation from time to time? Can you save enough so that Christmas time for you and your children is not stressful, but something enjoyable, right? And so it's about, yes, we got to make sure that we have high employment, but also that we create opportunities for people to build wealth.
Get ahead.
Part of my plan is also to expand the child tax credit. $6,000 in the first year of your child's life.
Man,
I honestly, okay, cool. Those tax credits, they're already in effect. And but I don't think adding to the child tax credit is really going to change much, because most people I know, they get these income taxes back and that shit is gone in a couple months. So that's not going to bring any lasting change. If she does get in there, which God please no, but if she does happen to get in there, no, y'all, because I just think this is some I don't trust her. But use that tax credit and use that money to learn how to, like, build a business, learn how to multiply your wealth. That's really the way to do it. It's not just, home ownership. That's a great way too, right? You can always take out an equity loan. You can always do these things if you're able to even keep up with your mortgage. Because I have some friends who have been steadily working for 10 years and are 5 months behind on their mortgage, right? But whatever. Okay. In this economy, they never had a problem before, but in this economy, they're struggling. But anyway, yeah, no, it's just a mess.
I could have used that one.
Because you know what that means. First year, that's such a critical stage of a child's development. And it's expensive. A family's got to buy a car seat, a crib, the things that...
The necessities.
Because I start from the.
And that's true. And I feel like that's what she's doing. She's kind of mixing the truth with lies. And that is the best way to lie so that you won't have to remember as much your lies because it's connected to a little modicum of truth. Like having a child is expensive. Okay, we all know that. How about we know having a child is expensive, Kamala? How about we make it so life is not so expensive? Like it was under Trump. Like it wasn't that expensive under him. But it's expensive right now. Everything's gone up. Food, gas, insurance, cars, homes, everything is through the roof right now. What are you going to do right now, really? But let's say you get in there. I can't believe that you're going to do anything because you're not doing it right now. I think you're just going to keep word salad and walking around, all of that. That's what you're going to do. That's what I feel she's going to do. So let's keep going.
Perspective that the vast majority of parents want to raise their children well. They love their children, but don't necessarily have the resources they need. And if we understand that the children of a community are the children of the community, we'll understand that an investment in something like the first year of a child's life benefits all of us. Mm-hmm. But these are things about building.
Now, to be honest with you, I think one thing Trump said, he said a lot that I feel like knocks her shit out the water. Let's stop taxing overtime. Now, that actually, to me personally, would make a big difference. Let's stop taxing overtime. That would add a lot. That's something that is very down to earth in real life that would really affect people. People would be like, actually, people would work more. Well, that's one. Hell, I might work more too. I'll go in on my job on the weekends and be like, hey, what's up? Can I come in? Because that's free money. Time and a half. It's already time and a half, and it ain't being taxed because I felt so bad early in my working career. This woman, she was the manager, and I worked at Vitamix. It was like a blender place, and she was saying how, I was really young though. This is kind of the first time I heard this, but she was saying how when you have to work more hours, they just take more. So she was saying even though she's working an extra 8 hours, probably mandatory overtime on the weekends, her check really didn't look too much different because they take so much taxes once you reach a certain threshold of money. So to me, that blows everything she's saying out of the water. Like that's an actual real, and people will want to work more. People have more money in their pocket. Just that easy. Let's not tax tips. Like, come on now. This is no.
What I call an opportunity economy, which is about helping people not just to get by, but to get ahead.
For things to stay about the same.
Because most people, look.
That's all it will do.
Maybe you've gathered this already.
Things will be about the same, maybe a little worse.
Most
or a lot
people
worse.
have ambition.
Oh, he should
they
go
have
with that.
Aspirations. They have dreams. And they are willing to work hard. And if we give people the opportunity to actually meet those goals, they jump for it every time. Mm-hmm. But not everybody starts out from the same place in terms of having the opportunity to just get in there. And so my plans, whether it be $25,000 down payment assistance, whether it be a $6,000 child tax credit, or helping people in terms of what they need to do to be able to start a small business with a bigger tax deduction. The reason I'm saying all that is because when those folks are successful, we are all successful.
The community feels it.
And we actually strengthen the economy overall.
Absolutely.
When middle class is strong in America, America's economy is strong.
It's a better country. Yeah.
And it's a better country for all of us.
Absolutely. All right. So we're running short on time. Okay. We're going to finish up with quick hitters. First thing to come to mind, let us know. Oh, cannabis.
Let's check out some of these quick hitters. I don't know what that's going to be, but yeah, at least she seems a little more confident in this interview because some of those interviews I've seen, she's like, I'm like, you remind me of me when I'm bullshitting my way. I just had an interview about a month or two ago where I was really bullshitting my way through the interview because I'm like, the questions were just like, whoa, I don't know what, damn, how much this make 300K? Because I don't know what to say or how to respond to this, but I'm going to say something, damn it. that's what it gives. Like really an interview that has just gone to the left, and you're just trying to say anything or make up anything in order to get the job. In this case, her job is president. Hopefully not.
Your views on cannabis?
I just feel strongly people should not be going to jail for smoking weed. And we know historically what.
Okay, well, historically, didn't you convict people and put them in jail, or is that now a lie? This is another thing. I hate to be gaslit. I hate to be gaslit. You know, like, didn't you? Huh? No, she didn't. No, she didn't do that. This the other side, the Democrat. No, she didn't do that. No, she never did that. They will lie. When we know she did. We was talking about this before she even got in there. Her convicted motherfuckers, but for not being able to get to school for whatever reason, like all this crazy stuff, and then cackling like it's okay. It's not okay. It's not a funny matter. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what he say.
That is meant who has gone to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Second, I just think we have come to a point where we have to understand that we need to legalize it and stop criminalizing this behavior. And so, and I've actually, this is not a new position for me. I have felt for a long time we need to legalize it. So that's where I am on that.
I love it.
Well,
Okay.
She's like, hurry up, we move
She
past
said
that.
weed, not cannabis. Pay attention, y'all.
Yeah, that's old school, right?
Yeah, that's old school.
I like it. I like it. All right.
I loved it.
Favorite holiday to cook and what's your signature dish?
Well, Sundays are my favorite days.
Sunday
to cook.
dinner.
Sunday family.
And let me just okay, so I'm very into like symbolism and things, y'all. Don't he have the Illuminati outfit on? See, duality, y'all. They are trying to go up in the ranks of whatever it is they do. I don't. What are they in sports or whatever it is? They trying to get their podcast popping off. This is a very obvious and a very it's definitely something he chose on, like, okay, yeah, I need to wear this. It was very calculated. It was picked out for him, you know, to wear this today or whenever this
Dinner. I mean, these days it's more difficult for me than ever. But Sunday family dinner,
Yeah, get everybody
my
together.
happy place,
Look.
and whoever is around, bring your friends.
Oh, party. I'm gonna leave you my
yeah.
number. I want to
He kind of got on the same thing. He got black light color. Okay, so no.
get invited to one of these Sunday
Okay,
dinners. I'll be back.
okay. You guys are welcome.
Yes.
Something in the milk ain't clean. Something in the milk ain't clean. Something in the milk ain't clean. Now, could it be a coincidence that these two are wearing these, especially him who's wearing this? Sure. But I always look at little stuff like that, because for them to do such a softball interview like they've just done, they trying to move up.
Best musical artist in Bay Area
I don't
history.
know.
Ooh,
I don't
put her
know.
on
I
the
don't know these
spot.
two. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just going by what I'm
now,
seeing.
my mind is
opinion?
going through
Your
lots of. I
opinion?
mean, I could go with Too Short, but
You
I
can't
mean,
go wrong with Too Short.
Here she go. I think I'm pretty much done, y'all. But one last thing, I remember her. I don't know what interview it was, but she was cackling. Yeah, y'all. And you know, I used to play that 107.9 back in the day, the hip hop station. I'm black, y'all. Like, I'm like, oh my god. Trying to prove she's black because she knows that, like, the hip hop and R&B station for us black people, that's our shit. And she trying to connect. Honestly, I don't believe she. Now, she does have a black essence to her. I ain't gonna lie. She has a black essence. But I feel like where there's smoke, there's fire. And if there's someone or a group of people saying you're not even black, and then other people coming with receipts like, yeah, this is a man you were standing next to that happens to be black, but this may or may not be your father. We've pulled up birth certificates and things like that, and you're saying this woman is your grandmother who you're sitting or standing next to, but then the birth certificates and the death certificates say she passed on before you were even born. So what are we supposed to believe? And what are we supposed to do? Right? It's just a mess. Let me see what this is talking about. Then I'll probably just cut it over, y'all, because we don't need to hear much more.
Yeah.
Raphael Sadiq, Tony
Raphael is
Mac Dre.
Yeah. You know, Tupac is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This feels like you hanging out. You have to hang out with a white woman, and I don't know. It don't seem all the way right to me. Like you're hanging out with someone who's not really in the culture, but you're trying to get them to be in the culture, and you're trying to ask them like, well, who is your favorite rapper? And the lady says, oh, Tupac and Q-Tip, like, yeah, like, and it's like white people know rap names too. Okay, like, not impressed. I can't take no more, y'all. So, and I'm starting to sweat, bitch. These lights is hot. But please subscribe. I'm gonna be making more videos every day, like I said, God willing. And yeah, check out that SoFi link if you need a new bank account or anything like that. And if you want to make a few extra bucks, that's down below. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out, y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed evening. And always remember, you are a divine, infinite being who is always abundant. All right. Peace out. Wait, did it end yet? Uh oh. Peace out. Did it end now? It's still recording. How do you end this? See, how long is this video? About 30 minutes? Okay.